Hello there, you're watching Bizworld. I'm Anita. The CEO of a private company has been arrested for allegedly serving as a middleman in the distribution of government projects. The arrest was linked to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC's probe into the alleged misappropriation of COVID-19 stimulus packages worth 92.5 billion ringgit. According to a source, MACC had opened investigation papers into at least 5 individuals believed to have been involved in helping companies obtain projects worth between 50 to 500 million ringgit through direct negotiations linked to the stimulus packages. The source added that several contractors who were questioned admitted to agreeing to pay a commission of between 3 to 5% to be deposited into the account of a political party, which was supposedly meant as political funding. The CEO was brought to the Putrajaya Magistrates Court this morning and remanded for 5 days. The 42-year-old was arrested when he went to MACC's headquarters in Putrajaya to provide evidence last night. The ringgit is expected to trade sideways with an upside bias against the US dollar over the short term and to reach 4.35 ringgit by year-end. Fitch Solutions Country Risk and Industry Research said the ringgit looks slightly overbought in the near term, suggesting that a consolidation is likely due. Since early November, the ringgit strengthened by more than about 7.7% against the US dollar. It said steeper rate hikes in Malaysia over the coming months and continued current account surpluses will likely provide support to the currency. The firm is somewhat downbeat about Malaysia's goods export outlook due to slowing global economic growth and the semiconductor down cycle. However, commodity prices are expected to remain above pre-COVID levels and import growth will also slow in tandem, which should support net exports overall. This is because intermediate goods account for about 55% of total imports, while re-exports account for a separate 25.4%. The country's current account surplus is expected to remain stable at 1.9% of GDP this year. The reopening of the economy, government financial assistance, stable job market and the healthy household balance sheet of the M40 group are expected to continue to boost consumer spending. Kenanga expects consumer spending sentiment to stay positive going into 2023 on the heels of a 12.4-point jump in the MIER Consumer Sentiment Index to 98.4 in the third quarter of 2022. The subsidies on fuels, electricity and selected food items will help relieve some inflationary pressure. The firm projects inflation to start tapering from the second half of 2023, bringing the full-year headline inflation to stabilise at 2.5% based on its forecast. Similarly, Kenanga expects local retail sales to stay robust following an almost year-on-year doubling growth in the third quarter of 2022. "63% of local sellers feel excited and positive about e-commerce opportunities this year. According to Shopee Malaysia, sellers from health and beauty, toys, kids and babies, as well as fashion and lifestyle categories are the most optimistic. The main trends observed are increased and savvier use of digital services, growing adoption of digital services among consumers living outside big cities, and the rise of younger, more purposeful buyers. As more buyers spend more time online, 8 in 10 sellers agreed that they wanted to increase product discovery, consideration and purchase online. Packaging product provider DS Sigma Holdings Berhad made a strong debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia, opening at 81 sen, a 26 sen or 47% premium from its initial public offering IPO price of 55 sen. Over 12.45 million of its shares were traded during the opening session. The company expects to raise 50.15 million ringgit from the exercise. According to its managing director, Lucille Teo Sulien, it will utilise 17.2 million ringgit of the proceeds raised to expand its operational facilities and 16 million ringgit for the purchase of new machinery and equipment.
We have strategically located the proceeds to the fund of growth in our group with 17.2 million for the expansion of our operational facilities, which include expansion of business operations to Penang, as well as the establishment of a new head office in our factory in Klang.
She added the setting up of the new plant will allow the company to serve its existing clients on time, expanding its capacity to prepare for new clients and grow its base. The group also plans to expand into new markets by tapping into the solar photovoltaic PV and medical devices industries. Looks like that's all the time we have for Bizworld today. I'm Anita. Thank you for investing your time with us, and do stay tuned to TV Tiga.